In the noisy heartbeat of Lagos, where dreams fight for air and the street never sleeps, there live three young women who people call the Lagos Bad Girls. Not because they were criminals, but because they refused to shrink. They refused to be small, to be quiet, to live under the rules men made for them. Zara was the leader. Her voice could silence a street. She grew up with scars on her back and a fire in her eyes. She had no parents, just the streets of Ojulegba and her beat-up Toyota she turned into a car-hailing business. Every morning, she drove CEOs and church mamas around like a boss, never letting anyone disrespect her. Her motto: respect me, or find another ride. Mimi was the brains. Soft-spoken, but her silence was full of power. She had taught herself everything about tech, phones, repairs, sales. At Computer Village, boys tried to mock her at first. They called her a small madam, until she out-hustled them all. She made enough money to rent her own place at just 21. Her secret: she trusted nobody and kept her circle small. Then there was Tenny. Tenny was the wild one, long legs, bright makeup, a laugh that could fill a hall. She danced in clubs, wore what she wanted, and didn't care what people said. But inside, Tenny was the most broken. She had grown up with a mother who told her beauty was her only gift and a father who never came back. She danced not for fame, but to forget. The three met by chance, at a bus stop during a fight with a conductor who refused to give change. Zara backed up Mimi, who had started the argument. Tenny watched and laughed, then jumped in. They walked away together that day and never walked alone again. They weren't just friends, they were sisters by fire. At night, they'd meet on a rooftop in Yoba, share cheap suyo, drink malt or small stout, and talk about everything they couldn't say during the day. Broken hearts. Hustles. Secrets. Regrets. Zara was strict. Mimi was quiet. Tenny was a dreamer. But they loved each other like blood. Then came Depo. Tenny met him one Friday night. He had tattoos, a gold tooth, and smooth lies. He bought her drinks, called her queen, and told her he could change her life. Tenny, who always laughed at love, fell hard. Mimi warned her. Zara begged her to be careful. But Tenny said, he's different. Depo came with a deal, a quick one. He needed help moving some electronics. Just one drive. No questions. 10 minutes max. He promised Tenny 200K. Tenny told her girls, begged them to join. This is our big break, she said. Zara didn't trust it. Mimi was scared. But they loved Tenny, and Tenny was sure. So they said yes. The night of the job, they drove out in Zara's Toyota. Mimi was shaking. Tenny wore lipstick. Zara kept her eyes on the road. They met the guy at a dark corner in Ikeja. But before the deal could happen, police sirens screamed. Everyone ran. Depo disappeared like smoke. Mimi tripped and got caught. Zara stayed behind to help her, and got arrested too. Tenny ran. At the station, they were beaten, accused, humiliated. Mimi said nothing. Zara said nothing. Days passed. Then weeks. Then one day, news came. Depo had been arrested. He had a new girl. And he confessed everything. The girls were innocent. Zara and Mimi were released. Faces bruised. Spirits cracked. Tenny came back 3 days later, crying. She didn't know Depo had set them up. She thought they were safe. She had been hiding in a church. She begged for forgiveness. Zara didn't speak. Mimi cried. Their bond, once unshakable, had shattered. But pain does something strange, it breaks you, then builds you different. Zara started her own car company. All women drivers. Mimi opened a tech hub for girls. Tenny quit dancing and became a voice for abused women. They still met at that rooftop sometimes. Not every night. Not like before. But when they did, there was silence. Peace. A new kind of love, one born from fire, betrayal, and survival. They were never the same again. But they were still standing. Because in Lagos, bad girls aren't bad at all. They're just too strong to be controlled. The end. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to this channel for more powerful African tales every day. Hit the bell so you never miss a story.